is Georgia. Welcome to WFRE. Today is Friday, June 21st, 2024, at day 4.
This is the last Friday of school for the 2023-2024 school year. Can you believe it? We will have a fantastic Friday at Fremont Elementary today.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
For lunch today, hot dogs, ready to go home wrapped in foil. If you don't choose that, you can choose peanut butter and jelly sandwich or an American cheese sandwich with all watermelon zucchini sticks and milk. Yum.
And now here are Reese, Addison, and John with the words of wisdom.
Hi, Fremont Elementary. I am Reese, and this is Addison and John with a few words of wisdom.
Former President Dwight D. Eisenhower was the founder of an organization called People to People International.
These words are part of their mission statement.
We have many differences, but one thing connects us all.
We all need a home, friends, love, and respect.
Let the things we have in common help us build a beautiful world where all people are respected.
It's true, Everyone wants to be loved and respected.
We all want to live in a home and a neighborhood where we're all respected just the way we are.
Our differences, after all, are what makes us the unrepeatable human beings we truly are.
Today, make the world a more beautiful place by thinking about the things we have in common,
while showing the respect for what makes us all so different.
Before we go, we'd all like to take a moment to share a special message to one of our departing Fremont staff.
Find this pattern throughout the show today.
Miss Everett, thank you for being so kind.
Miss Siegel, thank you for being the best kindergarten teacher ever.
Miss Viva, thank you for teaching kids for a long time.
Miss Carmen, thank you for teaching us.
With something to think about, this was Addison, John, and Reese.
Make it a great day, or not, the choice is yours.
You may have noticed some different people on our show so far today.
For a special end-of-the-year sign-off for the summer edition of WFRE, we have invited WFRE Alumni to help us with today's show.
That's why students who used to run the show back when they were Fremont students have joined us today to help us with our summer send-off.
We have asked them to share their favorite Fremont memory and also some advice for our current Fremont students as we grow up and move on to Pine Grove Middle School.
You are special guest.
My name is Casey Lucas. I'm going into 11th grade, and my favorite memory from Fremont was Playday, and my advice is be nice to everyone.
Hi, my name is Michaela Hurlett, and I'm going into 8th grade. My favorite memory from Fremont was 5th grade Playday, and my advice to all of you is do what you love.
Hi, my name is Addison Weisberg. I'm going into 12th grade, and my favorite Fremont memory was my 5th grade class, and my advice to everyone is stay on top of your work.
My name is Brennan Bliss, and I'm going into 8th grade. My favorite memory from Fremont was gym, and my advice is to do your homework.
Thank you so much, former WFRE friends. Maybe someday we can return to WFRE as alumni.
As we have continued our race to the finish line of the school year, we have been very busy and will still be busy this week.
It is hard to describe how amazing last Friday was. Our fun day was unbelievably awesome. The weather people had continuously predicted rain for Friday, but instead we had a beautiful mid-70 degree day with sunshine and clouds.
This helped us to stay warm without being too hot and let us have all of our fun outdoors.
I think this was the best fun day yet. You're probably right. We had a water balloon station with chalk and bubbles.
There were 2 different field game stations, including kickball and a parachute, extra playground time, a magician,
and don't forget the ice cream. At the end of the day, we were brought back together to have our end of the day Flag Day assembly.
We sang the Star Spangled Banner and Grand Old Flag as we celebrated Flag Day.
We were also reminded to sharpen the saw this summer, as sharpening the saw is a 7th habit. Right, by sharpening the saw, we mean resting and taking time for yourselves.
Moving into this week, our schedule changed a little bit due to the excessive heat that we had.
Tuesday, Thursday, and today, we had shortened school days that ended at 11:30.
Hope you all stayed cool. Maybe even found your way to a pool.
Drink lots of water.
On Tuesday of this week, the first grader
had their field trip to Grifford Family Theater.
Hope you had a great time.
Action. On Wednesday, we did not have school because we observed the Juneteenth holiday.
This is a holiday that was recently added to our calendar, so you may not know too much about it.
You're right. We should share more about Juneteenth.
The Emancipation Proclamation freed slaves in January of 1863, but not everywhere in Confederate territories.
On June 19, 1865, the remaining slaves were freed as 2,000 Union troops arrived in Galveston Bay, Texas.
Then announced that the more than 250,000 enslaved black people in the state were free by executive decree.
This day came to be known as Juneteenth by the newly freed people in Texas.
Juneteenth marks our country's second Independence Day.
Although it has long celebrated in the African American community, this monumental event remains largely unknown to most Americans.
That is a great history lesson and explains why this holiday is so important.
We will continue to celebrate Juneteenth every year on June 19th.
Thank you to the Smithsonian for the information.
Before we talk about next week, we would like to highlight another 2024 Fremont retire. Ms. Vivolo is a third grade teacher here at Fremont and has shared her amazing teaching with many students through the years. Let's ask her about her time here and what she plans to do next. Here's some of our WFRE plans with the interview.
Another teacher retiring is Ms. Vivolo.
Hi, everybody.
How many years have you worked here?
This is my 31st official year at Fremont, but I've actually been here 34 years because I actually did my student teaching right here at Fremont. So a long time.
What are some of your favorite parts?
Definitely the students, all the students I've had, and the staff. Over the years, I've been here when it was still a 4, 5, 6 building, and then it went 1, 6, and then K5. So I've been here through all the changes, and the staff and the students, absolutely. And getting to know many of the families and having siblings as well has been a lot of fun.
What are you going to miss about Fremont?
Oh, it's funny because sometimes I'll come in here. I tend to be one who arrives pretty early in the morning, and those quiet moments before school starts are very special to me, just kind of soaking it in now that I've been here so many years. But definitely the students and that aha moment when somebody gets something for the first time is an awesome experience. That's why I went into teaching, because it's exciting when that happens.
Do you have any plans for the future?
I do. I'm busy packing right now. I'm moving to my home in the Adirondacks, so I plan on spending some time in the woods. And I have a summer job. I'm working as a boat steward, checking the boats for invasive species. And after this summer, I don't really have too many plans yet, but I love the fall, and I'm looking forward to spending my first fall really having fun and enjoying the beautiful foliage that we have.
Do you have any advice for students that are going into 6th grade and any other staff members?
Well, let's see. I'd say for the students, just be yourself, work hard, and just keep going after your dreams, and you'll get there. It takes time sometimes. Sometimes there's some ups and downs in that road, but just hanging in there, and you'll get there. And your dreams may change and morph a little bit, and that's okay too. For the staff, this is a rewarding job. It's a job that is of the heart. You love teaching, and that's why you go into it. So, same thing. Keep going. You'll get there.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for having me on this hot. I have never been here when we've been dismissed for a half day because of the heat. So it's pretty amazing. That's a big change. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Siegel, for welcoming me in kindergarten as my first year at Fremont.
Thank you, Ms. Siegel, for every time when I go in your room, you make me smile.
Thank you, Ms. Carmen, for always smiling and making everyone happy. Thank you, Ms. Carmen, for a good time.
Thank you, Ms. Carmen, for always making me happy.
Thank you, Ms. Bivolo, for being an amazing teacher.
Thank you, Ms. Bivolo, for always teaching my brother and teaching him how to do good stuff. Thank you, Ms. Everett, for always making me smile and always being funny and nice.
Thank you, Ms. Everett, for being such an amazing teacher. Thank you, Ms. Everett, for helping everyone in the school and making them feel
So next week we'll bring our last school days of the year. And for some of us, our last day of school here at Fremont Elementary.
It's a very busy week. We have our last full day of school on Monday, June 24th.
Tuesday, June 25th, and on Wednesday, June 26th are short days.
We will be dismissed from school at 11:30 a.m. Tuesday and Wednesday.
Monday morning on the 24th of June at 9:30, we will have our kindergarten moving up ceremony.
This will be held in the community cafe and will highlight the achievements of our kindergartners as they move on to first grade.
On Tuesday, June 25th, the 5th graders will have their promotion ceremony.
This will be at 9:30 in the community cafe.
We will be congratulating our 5th graders and celebrating all that they have done here at Fremont as they get ready to move on to Pine Grove Middle School.
Finally, Wednesday, we will have our last day of school.
The 5th graders are having a special breakfast provided by the PTO at 8:30 on Wednesday.
In high school, graduation will be from 7 to 9 p.m. Wednesday, June 26th at the SRC Arena at OCC.
Speaking of the end of the school, here's another special interview with a 2024 Fremont retire, Miss Carmen.
Hi, I'm Sophia and this is Aria, and we have Miss Carmen to ask her some questions about her retirement.
So, Miss Carmen, how many years have you been teaching here, and what exactly is your job?
Okay, I have been teaching at ESM for 29 years, and before that I worked for BOCES for 7, and then I worked with adults who had special needs for 2 years. So my total years of working with people with special needs is 38. My job here at Fremont has always been to help students who need a little extra help in learning how to read or write or work on math or maybe learn behavior strategies and learn how to use different tools to help them become a successful learner.
Do you have any memories here?
I have lots of great memories of Fremont. Fremont is a great school. I tell all my friends outside of ESM how lucky I am to have worked at Fremont. I love Popcorn Fridays. I've loved our assemblies. I've loved our Christmas celebrations. When you come in and you see the different musicians playing at Christmas time, that's super exciting. I just love everything about our community, but most of all, I really love our staff and our students. It's such a kind, welcoming, respectful place.
Have you had like a favorite part or like a favorite thing about working at Fremont?
A favorite part about working at Fremont? You know, I have to say I have been very fortunate to work with some excellent teachers who are great supportive colleagues and great friends who have helped myself and my family through some difficult times. So I'm very, very lucky that I have had the chance to work with very talented teachers throughout my years.
What will you miss?
I will miss my students. I will miss them very, very much. I will miss seeing the sparkle in their eye when they make a discovery and they learn something. I will miss hearing students laughing in excitement when they figure something out or they're sharing something with a friend. I will miss all those small little moments of special interactions that I've been lucky to have with lots of different students over the years.
Do you have any advice for anyone?
I have advice for the students, and the students, my advice is always persevere. Don't give up, even when it gets hard. There's lots of people around who can help you, and put yourself on the path to be a lifelong learner. Learning doesn't stop just because you graduate high school or you graduate college. Learning continues throughout your whole life. So you are being given a gift of great knowledge as students here at Fremont, and you need to take that knowledge
and bring it into the rest of your entire life.
Do you have any plans after you retire?
You know, I do and I don't. The first thing I want to do is spend a little time with my family. My son is in Chicago, and I want to spend time with my husband. And we may actually be getting a new puppy, so that'll be very exciting. And then I want to continue. I've been taking some courses at a college, so I want to continue my learning to expand my tools and skills that I have and look at different avenues of things I could do. And I want to spend some time maybe exploring different parts of the country or going on little trips and getting together with friends. But I think the first thing I'm going to do, besides having dinner with my husband the last night of school, is I think I'm going to go home and take a nap. I think I'm going to need a nap after I finish all my packing and stuff here at Fremont.
All right, well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you both for the opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Miss Carden. Wow, I'm really going to miss these retirees.
We have been lucky to have some very special people here at Fremont during our time here.
Thank you for all that you have done, for all of us and your students through the years.
And now, welcome to our birthday. Today, Friday, June 21st, happy birthday to Hannah and Miss Burke and Miss Garbino's class.
Tomorrow, Saturday, June 22nd, happy birthday to Noah and Miss Good's class.
And finally, on Sunday, June 23rd, happy birthday to Haley and Miss Inderico's class.
Hope you enjoy your weekend celebrating your birthdays.
Before we move on, the first session of WFRE for 2023 to 2024 has a message.
My advice is to try and participate in class as much as you can.
My advice is to try new things.
My advice is to be very kind to teachers and staff and other people and help them and don't make them feel left out.
My advice is to be nice to the teachers.
Have fun no matter what you do.
Always think straight.
Be a good boy and girl.
Be nice.
Always be kind to others.
My advice is to be a good friend. Mi advice es para ser un buen amigo. My advice is to be kind to everyone, including your teachers and friends.
My advice is make friends. My advice is don't be dumb.
My advice is be good. My advice is to eat carrots so you get better vision so you can see the board.
And today we'll be giving you advice. My advice is to hug your Chromebook or Miss Vescos will hug you.
Be kind.
Thank you, friends. And now, here's Elena and Danny with the weather.
This week was one for the record books. Remember last week when we said there would be highs in the 90s? Wow, our real field temperature brought us even higher. Today should be a little cooler as we will have a high of 90 and a low of 96 and a chance of thunderstorms.
Over the next week or so, the temperatures will have highs in the 80s and 90s and lows in the 60s and 70s. Continuing the hot end for the school year. We will see if we can have outdoor learning today if the storm stays away and the temperature cools. Enjoy the weather in the near summertime.
Thank you, Elena, for the weather.
You're welcome.
We have had some hot days lately, record breaking.
Yes, first time I remember changing the school day for a hot day.
And today is the first day of summer.
Including today, there are just 4 days left of school.
That's our show for this year.
Thanks for watching.
Be respectful,
be responsible,
and be prepared.
Hope you enjoyed the heat.
Stay cool. Enjoy your Friday.
Shortened day today.
4 days left of school.
Have a great weekend.
Thanks for having us, Fremont.
And thank you for all your support this year.
Have a fantastic summer.
See you in September.
And
remember that we are better together at Fremont Elementary School. Go Spartans!
On Wednesday, we did not have school because
weekend. And
remembering that.
You know, so
My advice is. Did you really just say that?
No talking.
We don't have a script.
Thank you, Ms. Eagle, for welcoming me at welcome me. Okay.
Rolling.